Sound check. Test. Mic. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And today is the launch of patch 2.3.3. Am I correct? Give me a second. It was 2.3.2. Sorry about that. 2.3.2. The 2.3.1 was on July 15 if I'm not mistaken. 15 like 20 19 17 minus 3, or was it July 14th? It was around Tuesday, mid-July. So that is the launch of patch 2.3.1, and then today was the 2.3.2. So I've been checking, like it's July 15 is the 2.3.1. So today is the 2.3.2, but it's just more on bugs. Like there's no updates, like I would say improvement on the skills and some mid-game like improvements of like mechanics and stuff. Especially I'm always looking forward for a mid patch would be like increase in improvement on the skills, items, or new uniques, something like that. So the patch today was just a bug fixes. And this was not announced, and I think it was a surprise event that is going to start today, which is the March of the Goblins again. And I don't know how many treasure goblins, treasure breaches, nightmare dungeon affix that I still have on my inventory. I already used, I think, a couple of them already. Like that was bad. Hey. Acquire the Hound of Hell. Complete your season 9 to complete your season journey to earn Dante. We already got Dante already. Complete chapter 6 of the season's journey to earn Dante the Hell Hound. Complete your season journey to earn Dante. Oh, okay. Got it. Well, we got Dante already, right? We got Dante already. Before we start grinding with Duriel, since I have the grandfather, I want to test and see if we are going to further improve our golem. Okay. So we have Masterwork 3 on the especially on this one, and then on our chest, and we have the Grandfather here. Let's Masterwork. I believe we need to Masterwork the damage. The flat damage. Oh. Nope, not the life. There you go. You got 1 damage. Nice, hitting it twice. Okay, we need critical strike damage. Maybe let's yeah, I'll just borrow on our weapon here. Okay. $48.96. I would say this will give 200. The only difference with the Grandfather is this one. The all damage is adding 1000 more damage. But let's see. We're going to replace Grasping Veins. Oh, sorry. Great Feast with the Fell Gluttony. Are we all good? Reanimation, Grasping Veins. We have one more. Where should we place this one? Oh, I see. I didn't we managed to make our golem to 90 then. That's nice. That is nice. So what do we need to chase here now? Resistances? Yep. Precision, Whisper, Breathing Spices. Are we good? Skills, I think we're good. We need this one. We need this one. Bottle Wind. We need this one. And I think for the Ahu and Q, well, this is the thing. I think in our case right here, because we're not spamming the blight, our best option here is, let's try pit 85 for now. Let's see if the golem will scale by losing that 45% multiplier and the damage on half the damage of the Fell Gluttony. By adding the Grandfather, will it scale the damage of our big boy? I see 49. That I have never seen before, sir. We didn't manage to pick up those 2 damage reduction elites. Okay, let's do this. Don't worry, I will disable this silly damage resistance elite. Like, why they're always moving away? Let's go. Let's go. My goodness. Always having misfire on our golem. Hey, 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 hey! What the Hellbinder? See, that's the problem with our golem. Like, the elite is already right in front of him, but after not casting his skill, like, he will go on divert his attack on a different monster, a weaker monster. Basically, the damage has improved. It improved the damage. So imagine if we have the air perdition also. And the burst damage, again, the more damage that the our golem is encountering, like the more faster that we can cast his skill right away, and then the damage is good. Except us. I believe the only way to for our golem to clear pit 90, we need the air perdition. It's just we're clicking a lot of skills. That's the only thing. Oh, barrier. Okay, then barrier all you want. How many times I died? Like 3? Yeah, let's go. We have 3 minutes left. I don't know if this is still enough. Ah, Elias, I have so many shields. I have so many shields. Oh, shoot. Oh shoot. Missed far. Whoa. 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 What happened there? I almost died. Well, And take note, this is the... We haven't masterworked this yet. So I think there is a potential that we can clear Pit 90 with this build at least. Dead Racer, let's go with Dead Racer. Come on. Can we do let's see if we can Ruby Reserve. I don't like this one, excuse me. Ruby Reserve. Do I have the treasure breaches? I believe I don't have anymore. Wow. I've used them on my stream on Saturday. The Sapphire Gold. No, I don't like the Hunter region. Emerald Reserve. Dead Man's Thread, one of my favorite. And then Emerald. Let's see if we can without casting any skill from our golem, can he just Hey, where's our little William? Is he here? Oh, there it is. Hey, little William, why you're not picking up those? I hope they on next season, I believe they might be making some update on our golem here, and I do hope that they make some changes like to make this build more efficient and reliable, I would say. Because of the high cooldown of the golem, and with regards to our blood golem, of all of the three golem, the bone golem, the mechanic of the bone golem is for the thorns. The blood golem is more on our additional health recovery, and basically it's more on damage output. And then the iron, somehow, I don't know what kind of power does the iron golem have. It's basically, it does the slam, increase your critical strike damage. I mean, that's the sacrifice. Golem slam also pulls enemies. The second iron golem attack causes a shockwave. Guys, we don't have the golem. How long does our golem will spawn? Let's go! My iron! Boom! Oh! Give a second. What's your upgrade again? Let's go, my iron fist. Is he doing a Hawk Smash?
Wouldn't have made it without you. Wouldn't have made
Jump. Boom. Like compared to the Iron Golem's first upgrade, like the skill of the blood. Like the animation of his skill, like it's almost instant. Like jump, kaboom. Compared to Blood Golem, he will do like, it's like there's some kind of a delay on his animation. Okay. Can we try him on the pit? 10 minutes, maybe. Or maybe are we dying? No, we have the all of our instances. So basically our health, our armor, everything is max. I like the animation, like boom, boom, like smashing the ground, boom, 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 boom. I like the animation though. It's like pounding the ground. And again, on his first upgrade, he says that he casts his skill, he will do a second slam on his attack. That's cool. Oof. What killed me there? Wow, that's a far away respawn there. Basically, it's weaker, to be honest. Like, there is I feel like there's not a very special in terms of its mechanic, other than like it does a second slam, or you can use his second upgrade to pull the enemies. But in terms of course, you want damage, of course. The blood golem is still outperforming the damage of our iron golem. Where did it go? Did it got executed?
Will be tested.
I can really see when he do the second slam. It's a very quick cast of a quick animation on his end. Let's go, let's go. Boom, 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 like smashing the ground. That is amazing. Like, go my iron fist. Do not underestimate my iron fist. And one thing that I have noticed is like the attack speed of this golem is a bit faster than the blood golem somehow. And take note, he has the second slam to do a. He has an upgrade to do a second slam on his, I think, second attack. Where is that upgrade again? Oh, he does a shockwave. Okay, I think the second attack is coming from the chance on our 200 weapon. Oh, we don't have the 200 weapon in the second attack. Chance to attack twice. So meaning that's the shockwave, the second attack that he's doing. He's creating a shockwave. So that's the shockwave, sir. Are you trying to impress me with your shockwaves? Oh shoot. We're missing some monsters again. Do we have some elites here? 2 DRs. Is this someone is good? What the heck? I guess this one it will fill the remaining bar. Yet our iron golem is more faster than the blood golem somehow. Hey! Okay, the moment of truth. Be careful, do not misfire golem. Ah, sorry, Elias. I have so many. I don't know if I can still make it. Oh, that's why. But we still need to avoid those circle things that this mother's judgment is spawning. Like those really deal a lot of damage. Whoa, no, sorry. No, we lost a lot of damage output without the blood golem. Anyway, good try, good try. It's just we are really so weak. That's the problem.
Finest jewels in Sanctuary. peace and clarity. What suits you? Fine indeed.
We got another ruby reserve, another gem specific affix. Imagine we have already 13,000 life, we have attack power, probably because how many seconds? Because I less frequently raise the skeleton.
Greetings.
Hey, 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 hey. Oof. Whoa. This is not a good area for us for the obelisk. The struggle is real, boys.
tested now.
I didn't try to use the Thal rune instead of the Om rune. For that, I think the Frozen Nova. This is not yet a good boss killer. Not hitting around 60 or even 80 billion per hit on a single cast. With a long cooldown. Wow, that's a good cast of Obelisk, and then I got walled. Where should we go? Here. Just a few more. Seven minutes. One more. Get out. Oh. What the heck was that? No way. What did I just step into? I'm getting scammed here. Usually you don't die by stepping on that circle thing. It's basically it activates the whatever the mechanic is. Oh no! What was that? The life drain from Blood Bishop? I don't remember that so powerful. Anyway, we're done. Well, supposedly I was going to play Duriel. It's just I'm trying to figure out. Well, we're so weak without the.
Use it well.
Unlike that we have 7 mages, they are still efficient on providing the barrier through the necrotic fortitude from the lucky hit that they're also doing. And because I'm not spamming the blight, so we don't have really a good source of here goes the spider again. The one that who loves to shoot so many icy projectiles. Hey. What are you doing there? Prolonging the fight?
At least I can put my skills to use.
Ooh, the poison. Right, we need the help from the blast wave. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, get out, get out, get out. Oh, the silly hellbinder, that's why. I don't know why they have introduced this kind of mechanic. It's pointless. Again? Six minutes. Oh. Wow, you know what I have noticed? Like all of my fights, most of my fights, there's an Elias. What a coincidence. What a coincidence that Elias is always on the battlefield. And again, see? Our minions are busy dealing with other enemies that they cannot kill. And it spawns again the ants. Ooh! Hey! Whew. Those circles are very dangerous when you are caught up with those circles, and then now you have this. My goodness, another round. Hey! Panic attack! Oh, Elias was behind me. Good thing I didn't caught those fireballs. What a... What's next? Dead Racer? It's tough. It's tough. It's our survivability is the one that's really struggling a lot. That's the only thing. I mean, compared to the mages, we don't have to really be close on the enemies. We can just keep spamming the blight. Keep spamming the blight just to get those lucky hits in for the abhorrent decrepify, and we can get close from time to time from the bosses. But basically, we are getting so much generation from the barrier. Considering if you can cast the blight, you can use the Tam rune with the Q rune, and then you have 12 mages that have a good lucky hit to proc the what's that? The necrotic fortitude for the barrier. Unlucky hit. Anyway, let's save this. This is our big G. Let's bring in our blight.
See some steel you need.
What am I chasing here again? Remember I was chasing something. Is it willpower? Dexterity. This one for the damage reduction. And okay, we're just gonna use I think just a soothing spices. We can deal with the or maybe, you know what, let's add the elixir of precision for some additional damage. Oop, I was going to go to what's his name? No, it's the for the March of the Goblins. Is it in Ked Bardu? And we have Be So Nice. Like if you have a very fast attack. Oops! Forgot Duriel is... It's okay. To be honest, like there are so many skills, so many builds on the Necromancer right now that were behind. Like they were so good and then they get nerfed so bad and we cannot use it anymore. Then they will build up again the skill. Then they're gonna nerf it again. It seems like it's also working the execution on those mini Duriels. I think we'll have to continue on Duriel tomorrow. I spent a lot of time with our golem, but it's okay. But at least for me, I was able to refresh my memory on how to scale the golem. Like for example, what mythic item that we can use, like so we can use the grandfather on our two-handed weapon that increases the damage further of the golem. And I didn't know that I just found out that the because I was planning to play and see how the corpse explosion is going to work. I just found out that they have an interesting change, but it was not mentioned on the item. The volatile skeletons from when you use the Howl from Below unique gloves that makes the corpse explosion to summon a volatile skeleton, and then it will do the explosion on the enemy it contacts. The item doesn't say anything about that the volatile skeletons and basically the corpse explosion gains the summoning tag. So what does it mean? It doesn't say on the weapon that the volatile skeletons, because they are now volatile skeletons, right? Like the same volatile skeletons from the Army of the Dead. So the corpse explosion skill gain the summoning tag. So again, what does it mean? Is that summoning and speaking of this, summoning, let's search summoning on our skill tree. Summon. Army of the Dead. while you control at least 7 minion gain increased summon damage. Why this one doesn't have a summon? Why this one is not filtered? It has a summon, right? Oh, sorry, this one. Must contain all selected keywords. Summon. There's a summon. Why you're not being filtered? So speaking of Hellbent Commander, so that's also another way to increase the damage of our Corpse Explosion through Hellbent Commander. And one way to achieve that is through the affix on the amulet and on the Blood Moon Breaches. And then the Blood Moon Breaches also has the Hellbent Commander there. However, we can only get the benefit of from the Hellbent Commander is the critical strike chance and Hellbent Commander ranks. And if I'm not mistaken, the Blood Moon Breaches, it says there that your summoning kills, deals, or is it our minions? Deal. We'll take a look on that Blood Moon Breaches. Is it the minions that will deal increased damage or the summons? Because if that is the case, then your Corpse Explosion now will gain that multiplier on the critical strike damage. It says here your summons gain a chance to randomly inflict the Crepify or Iron Maiden. And then we deal increased critical strike damage to enemies affected by your curses. Basically, when it says you deal, so basically it will still be inherited by our minions. So basically it increases our critical strike damage. So again, the only thing that we're gonna get benefit from the Blood Moon Breaches is the Hellbent Commander. Okay. We have 6. I think I still need 6 more. Is it 6 more? Yeah, the execution effect works on those the minions of Duriel. I just remember I should have used that resource generation arcana. Okay, let's sell. So that is my plan on my stream on
Cuts and
Saturday.
thanks, friend.
Howl from below. It doesn't make sense also on that a corpse attack speed. Why? Because why? Yeah, we can consume the corpse rapidly. But how can we consume the corpse if there's no corpse, especially during single target? Do we have, how many jaw do we have? Just 2? Ooh. I know how rare the jaw rune is because that is the legendary rune requirement to craft the air of perdition. One of the most sought after mythic item on most builds because of the critical strike chance, core skills, especially the 60% multiplier damage on your armor gear. No mythic. No Belial. What's with the lag, sir? I have 44, so that's approximately I think I need to change the rune for that resource. I don't need the execution effect. Boom. Oh! What are you doing? And again, if you're going to play the corpse explosion, who will be the corpse generator? I mean, we can use Blight. Through it's a lucky hit. And then the howl. Oof! What the heck are you doing? I think the howl from below has a lucky chance as well. Okay, let me concentrate on the fight. I feel like Duriel is having fun killing me. And I wish they can speed up also the animation, like going underground, emerging from the ground, spawning his ads, burrowing from the ground. I'm having crappy loot. And no sign of... 12 more. Okay, no more deaths because I'm hoping that I can finish the remaining shards in the next 30 to 40 minutes. Because of the loss of our barrier generation from the Soul Rift, and we don't have really a good barrier generation on our own other than the Necrotic Fortitude. So many builds, like even the Golem build is struggling with survivability. Triple GA armor, unique. What is the Triple GA soul brand? Woohoo! 2 GA, woohoo!
Much thanks, friend. Fine indeed.
Do I have a better Blood Moon Black River already? This is Hewed Flesh, and then the other one is Corpse Skills. Okay. Eleven more. Oh, oh. What the heck? And basically the speed of the turnover of the second phase of Duriel is through by killing his 3 minions. The faster you kill his minions, the more quicker that you can quickly transition on Duriel's mechanic. So that tomorrow we'll be focusing on Exalted Belial. How many times did we farm Duriel yesterday? I only have approximately 40 shards left. So it means that we farmed him several times already yesterday? Can't remember how many times that we farmed, because I remember I have 40 plus, 80 plus of shards. I'm trying to outmaneuver when Duriel, when he's burrowed. I'm trying to outmaneuver him by going close beside him and then go behind him. I feel like it doesn't have the capability to turn around very quickly, like in a 90-degree turn. It has to have to do a little bit of a degree of turn before it can fully go backwards in reverse. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop fooling around.
I expect you'll leave that.
Nice. I've been waiting for this fight, baby B. Oof! No! I didn't manage to escape that one. Ooh. That one also has a ridiculous mechanic, like it keeps on chasing you in a very fast manner, and then as it starts to ready to do an explosion. Wow, I lost my 4 shards opportunity. Wow, I feel unmotivated right now. The funny thing is, somehow the rate of Belial is so low on the greater layer bosses compared to the lesser layer. For some reason, I don't know why. It's so low. I'm heartbroken with my fight with Belial. Okay. Actually, we still have the Stygian Stone to fight the to exchange it for Greater Lair boss mats. Like, how many runs do we have done? Like none. Not so many. Belial appearances. Unlike, I think, 5. I think less than 5 kill, you have a chance to encounter a Belial on the Lesser Lair. So that is 6 more runs. 6 more. Maybe let's craft one more Stygian Stone so that we will have an exactly 7 more runs that we can complete.
An equitable transaction. Return soon.
There's a good one. Magic in a bottle. Speed of the pack.
6. Yeah, that mechanic of Belial on the second phase, it will one-shot you when those things explode. If you are still inside of the circle. At least Duriel was a bit generous yesterday. And in fairness to Duriel, the one of the greater lair bosses that I always hate to fight with has several Belial spawns, and it drops some mythic item. And the Belial chance on the greater lair bosses is too low. After this we sell, and then so that we can complete the remaining 3 hills without any interruption on going back to town. Okay, let's go back, and then we finish the 3 remaining runs.
Fine indeed. Shine on, my friend.
Usually every season there will always be like a treasure goblin, March of the Goblins event. Probably on next season, if I have, since the treasure breaches, nightmare dungeon affix is a permanent, those nightmare dungeon affixes are a permanent addition to the game. So once we have those treasure breaches, we're gonna save it, and then we're gonna save it until the we have the March of the Goblins event. We only managed to get 64. We got an EM. EM. Okay, last two. Duriel. Going behind you, Duri. I wonder if I can pull it off. If I can create a corpse explosion build. Basically, you can use the corpse explosion build to fuel the damage of the Shadowblight, or you can do a pure corpse explosion. You can make a pure crit build. Okay, last skill. Last horde chest. Wow. Thank you, B. One for the road. All right. We managed to get 68. So this is a total of 34 runs of Belial. So tomorrow, it's time for Belial. And then on Thursday, probably we're gonna farm some mats. So we need to farm in preparation for the corpse explosion build. Hey, who's that? So we're gonna farm some Obdacite, we're gonna farm some gold. Well, gold we have decent enough, but it's not a lot, but we have at least.
Much thanks, friend.
The thing with the Hellbent Commander to increase the summoning damage, the thing is, if we're going to use this one to increase the damage of our corpse explosion, the problem is now it has a summoning tag. 2175706. Again, our Bone Prison is considered as a minion. Oh, I think I tested this with the Golem, right? It doesn't add on the Hellbent Commander. What if there is a bug? Oh, there it is. Kill some treasure goblins and we will get a resplendent spark. And we need to kill a lot of goblins. The only way to do that is if you have so many treasure breaches. So if that is the case, so yeah, from Thursday to Friday we're gonna farm the open world so that nope. The only way to prove this is if we're going to release our minion. One more. And it does. Where are we getting that 185, 190?
Want someone or something found, you find me.
Okay. The problem with this one, the thing is, you need minions in order to activate the Hellbent Commander. And again, we can add Hellbent Commander from the pants, from the amulet. The problem is, besides that, we're going to lose the darkness multiplier damage from the Reaper's Pursuit, plus we're also losing the damage from rather than sacrificing them, like increased shadow damage. Right? So basically, we're gonna turn in the Corpse Explosion as a darkness damage. We can make this a full crit build, but with regards to our Paragon board, we have the Scent of Death, we have the Blood Begets Blood, we have the Frailty. What is our fourth board? Frailty, Scent of Death, Flesh Eater, and then we can replace the Wither with Blood Begets Blood. And what are we going to use? If we're not going to use the Shadowblight, we cannot use this. We can use this, but we're not really... Overpower is not that good anymore. It is not a bone skill, and this is only for the minions. This one increases your damage. I would say this is the only ideal if we are not going to proc the Shadowblight. Because if we're going to use the Shadowblight, then we're going to use the Decay, the Blighted Aspect, yeah, if we're going to use the Shadowblight, then this becomes a shadow build, not a Corpse Explosion anymore. And then again, the problem is... because if I'm going to use the minions, of course I'm going to use the Shadow Mages here. Then of course, the ideal... the better minion here are the warriors, so that it will generate corpses for us. Or we can just summon the Reaper. No, we cannot just summon the Reapers, because we're gonna lose the multiplier from the Hellbent Commander. We don't need the Occult Dominion. I believe the 4 warriors might be enough to produce as many corpses as much as we can, considering that we have a high attack speed without the need for the additional minion. Summoning speed. Our crit damage now is 4,000. Look at my old damage is 1,550. So yeah, that is my problem right now for the corpse production. We can use, among the skills besides the Army of the Dead, as much as we want the summoning. Speaking of summoning, I believe, can we still, there is a seasonal item. This, the Reverie Horn, is also for the summon or specifically for the minion? I believe it's generally for the summon. And I don't know if you can still activate, and you can still activate the Nagu, but it's not going to be efficient. Because if you can only produce like one corpse at a time, that you are only summoning one volatile skeleton at a time, then you will be using this. Physical damage. If you're going to do a shadow build, then you cannot use the willpower. After you injure or kill an enemy, your summons are empowered, growing larger and dealing 50% more damage. $131, $143. Okay. Whoops. $13 million. This is 659. Okay, 83. After you injure, That is weird. Probably after you injure or kill an enemy. But this one is not really consistent. Anyway, I still have to further test how this is going to work. Oh, where's the gloves? Yeah, probably this one is good for speed farming. The fact that you can increase, but I feel like it's really not efficient. Like you can make out of this build, but it doesn't have a good interaction. Like you're going to lose your momentum on producing the DPS of the build because you need like to produce corpse like through skills like I think Sever, Blight and Sever has almost the same ah, casting Sever deals to increased damage for each minion you have and spawns a corpse at its endpoint. The thing is, does the overtime damage is proccing lucky hit? Or is it the damage of the Shadowblight is proccing the lucky? Can we turn it off? Oh, the disintegrate.
At least I can put my skills to use.
It is the impact of the blight, and it has a low chance because of 40% and then 40%, and then we have 12%, so we have 6% chance approximately, like 4.8 chance. Am I correct? 1.2 is 10%, 40, so that's times 4, so that's 4.8 chance to create a corpse. 4.8 chance. It's all about mass producing the corpse in order to cast it simultaneously. And because if we're going to turn it into a darkness skill like a damage over time, then you are going to increase it through like this one and then some other skills. But the Hellbent Commander is not a well, we can also use this one, the Army of the Dead. We can use the Army of the Dead with our minions and then cast the Corpse Explosion. The thing is, when we use our minions, we are not able to create a hybrid build because we're losing so much multiplier if we're just gonna play as a necromancer spellcaster alone. Like our build is like if you're going to do minion, it's better to do full minion. If you're going to do a hybrid, it's like you're losing a lot of multipliers both ways, like even for the minions and then with your skill itself. Right? If you're going to use, like right now, we can now fuel the damage of our corpse by mass producing corpse through the Army of the Dead and from our minion, and we can add the Hellbent Commander to increase our damage through, because now our corpse explosion will gain a summoning tag. However, you will gain so much more if you're going to use the Memento Mori, increasing your shadow damage and your damage to vulnerable enemies, which can be scaled further by the sacrificial aspect and this one. But you're talking about efficiency. Yeah, you can deal damage with without this one. How about you're going to fuel your corpse explosion through the Army of the Dead with your minions? And then we can get the further multiplier from the Hellbent Commander. The thing is, we need to increase our attack speed so that our minions will be attacking so fast, so that they, especially the warriors, so that they will produce as many corpses as much as possible. While the Army of the Dead is also adding more. The thing is with the Army of the Dead, it has a long cooldown. It has a long cooldown, plus if we're going to use the warriors to reduce the cooldown of the Army of the Dead, again, we're losing the ability to produce the corpse. Unless we're going to use the pants. The pants that reduces the cooldown of the Army of the Dead. But we will need the Harlequin Crest to really optimize. Otherwise, see, this one is already like 46.78. Unlike the Soul Rift, we can prolong the duration, so we can meet the duration and the cooldown halfway so that we can recast it again before even the duration ends. This is very tricky. Where should I pay? Where are the 3 points should be? Is it here? Actually, we can remove this and place it to the lucky hit chance for more lucky hit chance. so that we can reach the blight to 50%. If we can increase the blight to 60%, to 100% chance, and then increasing the hued flesh. Well, we'll see how the build goes. Probably I'm gonna build this on Saturday. So, well, that's it for me today. So tomorrow we're just gonna farm the open. Oh, sorry, Belial tomorrow. Thursday will be the open world farming. So tomorrow we're gonna farm Belial, and let's see how many mythic items that we will farm with him. And hopefully we can get better items because Belial will have a higher chance to drop multiple GAs, and hopefully we can get better items from him. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.